Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm Jasix, as you know, and sorry for another. Haven't made any videos in ages. I've just been I've just finished school and stuff like that, and all the exams and stuff. So I've just been relaxing these past few days, and yeah. Also, I'm gonna try at least every day since it's Christmas this week, well, for me at least. Every day this week I'm gonna at least try release another video for you guys, and on Christmas Day I'll try to release 3 or 4 videos, because that'll be cool. So you'll be getting 2 and a bit series. Anyway, so this is a new series. What if Naruto had bonus? And anyway, let's get into the video. So the beginning of this what if is the same as usual. But obviously I'm gonna have Minato. Kushin's gonna still be from the Uzumaki clan, but Minato's gonna be from the Kaguya clan, the one with bone arrows. But Minato is gonna he's not gonna have bone release, and also he hasn't told that. He hasn't anyway, so Naruto's gonna be born, and he's gonna look the same, but his hair is gonna be white, but also with red tips, kind of Shoto's sister, Todoroki's sister from My Hero Academia, how she has the white and red hairish type thing, but just at the tips. Anyway, so this is basically going the same, and as have a little somewhat of a time skip. As Naruto is growing up, he is more hated because he has shown cases of having bone release before, so people hate him even more and beat him up. And because Naruto hasn't been able to do the whole thing that Kimimaro does, where he makes his bones really hard, so it's practically a really good shield. He hasn't done that, so he doesn't know how to do that. So he still gets hurt, but he gets healed by the 9 tails anyway. Yeah, so just start real quick. You know how Kimimaro was really OP, destroying. He would have beaten Gaara if he had not he would have destroyed Gaara if he had not had the sickness. Well, it wouldn't destroy him, but still beat him. Yeah, and Rock Lee was only winning against him somewhat because his moves were unpredictable because he was drunk at one point. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Naruto's gonna be pretty OP in this. Anyway, so this was one night. I'd say it's his birthday. He's 4, and he's being chased by a bunch of villagers, civilians, and some tuning, and a few genin, and they're beating him up and stuff like that. And then this is when he first shows a really big case of using bone release, and he shoots just a bunch of bones out of his entire body, killing all the shinobi, well, all the people that were beating him up, shinobi and civilians and stuff. And Kakashi sees this, and he takes Naruto to he takes Naruto to, you know, the Hokage's office, and eventually, so they start, after this case, they start training him and stuff like that. Like Hiruzen and Kakashi start training Naruto in secret to not teach him how to, like, somewhat controls his bone release. And yeah, he does get a pretty good handle over it. So yeah, Naruto does get a really good handle of his bone release, being able to do like all the stuff that Kimimaro could do. He's at this point though, he's like 6. No, six. Yeah, 6, and he's he's almost in the academy. It's like a, let's say, a month away until he enters the academy, and so Naruto can like do all the stuff like shooting the little bones out of his fingers and stuff like that, using his like that sword bone. You know, I don't know, like I'm not a yeah, I don't know the bones, like, the names of the bones, but hopefully you know, guys know what I'm talking about. And he also knows how to do the bone shield thing inside, like reinforces bones. So that's gonna be really handy for just like a little hint. That's gonna be really handy for the Land of Waves mission. Anyway, so he does this. He has all these abilities, and he also has control over the whole shooting spikes and bone spikes and bones out of him and stuff like that. So yeah, and he does know like basic chakra control, so he can like walk up trees, and also he can also walk on water, and he can also perform like the transformation. And I'll say he's learnt the Shadow Clone Jutsu. They taught him the Shadow Clone Jutsu so he can learn how to use his bone release faster. Sorry, I nearly burped there. Oh, quickly, by the way, I don't think I explained this earlier, but if you hear that in the background, I have my aircon on currently. It's not actually that hot. It's kind of cool, but yeah, I do have it on anyway. Also, as I was saying, yeah, he controls, but he's got like basic track control. Like he has a Shadow Clone, yeah, and at this point, he can perform like the max amount that they've seen Naruto perform. And this was like when he was first trying to do it, and he first successfully did it, and he wasn't really controlling it that well. He did like, I'll say, 500, and he wasn't using the Kyuubi's power, like the Nine Tails power, in that. So, and they were pretty surprised by that. So they taught him to get better with his. So he's like, I'll say he has tuning, because they got him up to tuning level. Let's say chakra control because he of that event, because they didn't want him to kill him. They didn't want him to accidentally kill himself. You know. And yeah. So he's got all those abilities, tuning level chakra control with all those basic jutsu. And I'll say, what's a jutsu you can have? What's a jutsu he can have? This point. Oh, also, his chakra nature's obviously going to be wind and obviously bone release. And, I should add something else. I want to add something else. You know what? I haven't really seen earth release being commonly used, so I'll go with that. He also's got earth release, so I'll just say he's being taught like a wind release gale palm, you know, that little pushy thing that Boruto does sometimes. And then like he's being taught that to help him escape better, and he's also being taught like the mud wall and like mud dome, if that's a thing. I think so. So a little month time skip type thing. He's in the academy now, 6 years old. 6 years old, and so Naruto is the strongest in his class. I'll say, I don't think the Uchiha massacre hasn't happened yet, so Sasuke isn't all depressed. And I'll say, yeah, everyone just hates on him. Everyone hates on him. But, so, even Aruka hates him. But Ichiraku still loves the guy. Ichiraku is, like, the nicest person in Naruto, so, still loves Naruto. Because he brings enough money. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, still loves Naruto. And, so, basically, well, I'll say Aruka, like, doesn't hate him as much as others, but, like, he doesn't love him, you know? He doesn't favoritize him, as he really does in normal Naruto. But in this, instead of the swing being his favorite spot, Naruto's favorite spot to be, it's gonna be the rooftop, because he can just walk up there using walls. And every time everyone sees this, like, everyone's like, Sakura's, all the girls are like, oh, Sasuke should have the power. Sasuke's like, oh, dang, I should really ask him how, the demon brat shouldn't have that. It should be me, because he hates him also. And yeah. But some like people like Shikamaru, I guess, because he's like smart. He's smart. He knows that how strong Naruto really is. He's like, damn, nice. And so is Hinata. I'm gonna say Hinata likes Naruto, but it's still kind of scared of him because of his bone release, because people hate him a lot more in this. And yeah, so just walk. And every time, some people are impressed too. And anyway, so I'm just gonna say we skip to, let's do a 2-year time skip to when Naruto's like, what's the year? He's 6, so let's just make him 9 to make it uneven. This is when Aruka actually recommends, like, so Aruka's finally, like, fully, like, hasn't gone back to fully, like, how he is in normal Naruto, but, like, still likes him. He's, like, Naruto still sees him as this point as, like, that father figure in his life, you know? And, so, yeah. Aruka ends up recommending him go to the, take the tuning exams, and Naruto's like, yeah, might as well, got no friends here. And, he does that. So, he takes it, obviously Mizuki's still gonna be here hating him. And so he gets bumped up to, what's it, like, the class graduating that year, and I'm gonna say, like, Aruka's made him, like, stay a month, a month with, the class to see if he gets along with anyone, which he doesn't. Like, people don't hate him because, like, well, people do hate him, but, like, they also underestimate him, so that, like, they're always bullying him, thinking they're stronger and stuff like that. So, yeah, anyway, the getting exams happen. Naruto performs the transformation, gets 10 out of 10 on the kunai throwing and shuriken throwing, beats his opponent, which I'll say is some, like, random, let's see, what clan, some random, I'll just save some random Uchiha, I guess, which will be important. The name of this Uchiha, comment down below, if you will comment. I'll actually look at him. Comment down below the name of this Uchiha. What you want the name of this Uchiha to be. And yeah, and then we'll also have some Nara. We'll have some Nara on this team, you know, some Nara, not a girl, both boys. It's an all boy team, yeah. Unless you want me to pair him with the Uchiha, something like that. I don't know. Comment down below if you want the what the Uchiha if you want the Uchiha to be a girl, and if a girl, what the name of the girl Uchiha will be, and if a boy, what the name of the boy Uchiha will be, Uchiha. Or you can go with some, it's a name that goes for both boy and girl. You know, I forgot what it's called. And then, yeah. So, he passes everything. He graduates, rookie of the year. And Mizuki still ends up doing this thing. He's like, goes up to Naruto. He's like, oh, I know how you can become like, let's say like a tuning. He goes up to Naruto and he's like, oh yeah, I know how you can become a tuning straight away. And Naruto's like obviously seeing through this lie, but still goes through with this whole thing. And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, it ends up like taking the scroll ceiling. Still looks through it, because he wants to learn some stuff. Sees a bunch of jutsu, like fireball jutsu, like a bunch of different clones and stuff like that. Let's go water dragon jutsu. But what mainly interests him is the flying Raijin. Because let's be honest, it'd be OP. So like him using like the Rasengan when I'll say he sees the flying Raijin and the Rasengan, because like it'd be OP, because like flying Raijin, Rasengan, and bone release together. That's OP. Anyway, so yeah. And then he just somewhat trains it. Also, I'll say like Naruto's like a level 5 Seal Master at this point, at age 9, level 5 Seal Master. So he somewhat makes the flying Raijin, but he can only do it like once. He can't like do it really fast like Minato does. So he does this, and he waits for he sets up kunais all around the place for him to he'll only be able to go to one, but he will still be able to sense. He can choose which one he goes to, you know. Anyway, so Mizuki eventually turns up, and Naruto, like, Mizuki seeing Naruto is like, oh, hey Naruto, whatever, give me, pass me the scroll and you'll become a tuning straight away. And Naruto obviously seeing the deception, and he's like, oh yeah, actually I don't really feel like it, but thanks for the letting me learn these new techniques, I guess. And he like flashes over, like Mizuki sees like a white flash, and bam, gets, I'd say, like smashed in the head with like a bone hammer. Like he's formed a bone hammer, I guess. And bam, he takes back the scroll ceiling, and Mizuki to the Hokage. And like that's it. Mizuki gets sent to jail, prison, and yeah, all's good. And nobody ends up finding out like what happened, except for Iruka, who followed Mizuki, but it was too late anyway. Yeah, so that's just where I'm gonna end it. Oh, quickly name the team. So yeah, it's the Uchiha and the random Nara, who's gonna be a boy. Nara's gonna be a boy, and then there's Naruto, and there's also what's his name? Like the random Uchiha, who's either a girl or a boy. Your choice. Comment down below and comment down the name you want for that. Either a boy name, a girl name, or a like a mixed name. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, this is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know my voice was a bit dead, but I'll see if I can add music. If I don't, dang, I feel really bad. But anyway, see you. It's been a while. And have a nice day, I guess.